is I'm Lost Wolf. It is Saturday. Oh, I also need to turn myself down a little bit. Let's see, yeah, that looks a little bit less silly. It's Saturday, and we're going to play some laid-back Ultima. And so today what I thought that we'd do, we're going to do two major things. Today is going to be a bit of a spreadsheet realignment today, where what we do is we add a connections spreadsheet addition, which tracks where things end. Because I want to get the connections into an ending bucket where we go from like town to town, and we see if we can finish things off, right? Because at the moment the way the connection spreadsheet runs is it runs, you get a starting point for an idea, and then you follow the idea down. And I think that it would be a little bit easier if instead of doing it that way, we put like all of the ending spots in one place. And that way we can always just go to that place like Buccaneer's Den and follow up on all the threads that we need to follow up on. It probably doesn't make sense right now, but when I show it to you, it will make sense. Because that way we'll have everything in a line, like we will start at Moonglow and then work our way around the world again. And once we've worked our way around the world, hopefully we'll complete a bunch of little connections and get them all dotted. The other thing, as I said, I want to do is I want to sail to the. I said this yesterday. I want to sail to all of the kingdoms, the little, like Lord British's castle. I want to sail to those places. I want to find the lords in those places, and I want to talk to them very quickly, and then just see if we can work out what we need to know with regards to word, because I was under the impression that it was Castle Britain, Serpent's Hold, and the not the Lyceum, Empath Abbey. I thought it was those three places specifically, but I might be wrong. Like we just got to figure out where we've seen lords and ladies, and then that will probably help us along. So that's the plan today. I'm going to do some housekeeping, and then I'm going to get us going, and we're just going to hop right into the game, see if we can find those three places, and then move on from there. So let me first start with a bit of housekeeping. Housekeeping ahoy! Okay, let me close this and this. Let me allow you guys to talk amongst yourselves, and then let me get the spreadsheet up and going. And actually today we're going to need the map very specifically, because the map is going to help us kind of navigate our way around the world. Okay, notes are here. And I'm going to get the map open as well, so I can look at it. Okay, so let's, I guess, get the game up and going. Ultima 04, there we go. Okay, so we are on the sea, right? And we have, I don't know where we got this. It was about the word. I teach you the abyss. Okay, a 3-part key and a word of passage needed to enter the channel. Okay, the king's of the castles, which represent the three principles of virtue, each know but one syllable of the word of passage. And then we made the assumption that one of the places was Lord British and Castle Britain, but that's just not true, because we've been to Castle Britain and we didn't get anything out of it. So what I want to do super quickly is I just want to look at the map. I mean, the other way of doing it, actually, a slightly faster way of doing it, would be just to consult with the spreadsheet, because if we find lords, the Lyceum might actually be one of the places. Let's exit this. Let's exit this, and then there's a moon gate that should take us to moon gates. There's a connection here. Oh, there isn't. I'm very wrong. Where's the easiest way to get to? The easiest way to get to is to go to to go to Geelong. What's the easiest way to get to Geelong? What is the easiest way to get to Geelong? I think it's like go to U, and then from U, yes, it's to go to U, and then from U there's a moon gate that takes you to Geelong. Okay, so we need to wait for this moon gate. We're looking for the first instance of the moon gate. I guess technically it would be a little bit faster to go to Geelong just by sailing there. Oh god. I think we missed our on-ramp. This is Monarch. Oh, boo. Can I go from Monarch to Geelong? No. I can go to Trinsic and I can go to Scarborough. You know, heck, I'm just gonna take the boat. Oh, we have a boat right here. Let's take this boat. I forgot to kill this boat. So, cool. Okay, we have a boat now. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Didn't we get this? I think I walked into here, but I didn't fill it in. This, well, no, I'm pretty sure that I did fill it in. Yes, because this is, covetous. I'm pretty sure that we did that. Okay, so now that I'm there, if I go just straight up, what happens? I end up at Serpent's Hold, and Geelong is left of Serpent's Hold, so that's perfect, actually. See, it's just, I mean, it's more annoying to do it this way, quite frankly, because of the wind. But look, here we are. Yes, we are at a point where we can go due west. Oh my god. Okay, cool. So if we go due west from here, we should eventually I think it's from from here. Yes, directly from here. I'm going to take us a little bit more upward, but not much more upward. Like, this is probably about right. If we go left here, we should just encounter Geelong. So I'm just literally going wherever I see a lord and a lady on the spreadsheet, and then that should, yeah, because this looks like a castle, right? And then if we go here, we go, I think it should do, what? Hang on. This is not a lord or a lady. I have bamboozled myself. There is a lord and a lady here, and they are standing next to one another. But I think that this is not a lord and a lady that help. Where are they though? Sir William. Okay. It's not Sir William. Am I Angelom? I believe I'm Angelom. Hold on. Bye. I'm a little confused. I believe this is Geelong, because this is the right spot for Geelong. Yes, okay. So in Geelong, I think that we're looking for Lord Robert and Lady Donna. I think that's who we're looking for. Name? Tamar. Slides. Oh, yeah, this is... No, that's Grabnor. I could have sworn Lady Donna. Word. Fine. Okay, so it's not Lady Donna. We're looking for Lord Robert. I don't know if this is Lord Robert. It may be that Lord Robert is here. Yes, would. Okay, so it's not Lord Robert and Lady Donna. I was thinking maybe it's Lyceum. Actually, let me just start from the beginning. So it's not Moonglow, because there's no lords or ladies there. It might be the Lyceum because there's a lord, and Father Antos is here, and we do need to go to Father Antos anyway. There's Robert and Beth Frazier, and they rule this province, so that's probably who we're looking for. Okay, let's get ourselves to the Lyceum, which is a bit of a production, quite frankly. It would be like perhaps easier just to moongate out of here. Except I don't remember quite where the moongate is. Gravity Gamer comes in from the rain. Hello, Lost Wolf. Hey there. Oh, it's raining? That is kind of frustrating. Is there... Let's just see. I think from Geelong there might be a moongate that takes us to Moonglow. I mean, I don't actually think so, but we may as well have a look. Oh, there is. Okay, it's right at the end. I am gonna answer you in a second. I'm just waiting for this moongate to arrive, because it's gonna happen pretty soon. 1, 2... Oh, I went too early. So dumb. This is Magencia, right? Yes. I got a little gun shy there. Gravity Gamer says better rain and snow. Yeah, I agree. Magencia? I can get to Trinsic from here, and then Scarabray, and then Magency itself. Trinsic is probably the safest place to end up. So Trinsic is the first one. So this is Trinsic, and then from Trinsic, is there... Did I not? Oh, yes, there is one from Moonglow from here. Okay, so let me get off of here. Goody Gamer says... Hello. Oh, sorry, that's Cobalt67. Hello, Cobalt67. Hope you're doing well. That's good to see you. We are looking for 5-1, which is soon. So as soon as we see 5-1, we're just gonna go. There we go. Okay, good. What? Hang on. Did I just misjudge terribly? I'm sure that was correct. Eh? Do I not have my notes correct here? Because that couldn't have been 5-8. Because we're back... No, it must have been 5-8. Because we're now back at Magency. Okay, I jumped the gun a little bit. Sorry, that was bad. So we're at Magency. We want to go to... Trinsic. So Trinsic is the first moon gate that we see. We've had this exact problem before when I've jumped the gun and gone out the wrong gate, and we keep on doing it because I'm stupid. That's what it boils down to. There we go. This is the one we want to jump through. This gets us to Trinsic. And then from Trinsic, like we were trying to do, it's not the first moon gate we see. Because the first moon gate that we see is on the way. It's the last moon gate that we see. So I'm gonna stand here. We got a little bit of time to wait before the show's up. I was 100% just misreading the moon gate list. And that was how we ended up in this mess. So here is the moon gate. And then here. And now we should be at Moonglow. No? What? This isn't Moonglow. Oh god. I didn't mean to go over there. Yeah, this is just Castle Britain. What? I think my notes on the moon gates might be wrong. Of course, So, in the spreadsheet, when I'm looking at the moon gates, right? When I look at 5-8, I've got it slightly wrong, because what I should be doing is I should be placing the next phase as 6-1 and 6-2. And I think that's why I was running into problems before. I think we just take the boat, quite frankly. It's a lot less stress and angst. And it's easier to navigate, so... I'm not going to kill the snake, because I don't know if killing the snake on an overworld messes with your honor. Because I think that might be a problem. Like, I think killing things in overworld with a boat presents a problem, because you can drop your virtues by just shooting things that you shouldn't be shooting. I think we just want to sail as much east as possible from... Yes. Because if we sail east, we'll end up... There's a gap and a waterway here. And I think we're just aimed at the gap. This is the Lyceum here. Okay, cool. So this is the Lyceum. If we enter this, there's if we go just due north here and then we go up, there's the Lord and Lady should be here. This is Father Antos. I'm going to speak to Father Antos in a second. Here. So, this is a stately baron. You say his name. His name is Robert Frazier. I think that this is the guy we need word from. So, yes, that's correct. So, it is connections, and in connections, it is Lyceum. And it is Robert Frazier. We said word to him. He said, I know but one of 3 syllables. I know but 1 of 3 syllables, yes. Okay. Dost thou wish to know it now? Yes. Yes, we do. Yes. He says, it is ver, seeking now the other parts. It is ver, seeking now the other parts. This is kind of unfortunate because he didn't tell us which principal this area is serving. So principal? Oh, okay. That was what I was hoping for. Principal? Oh no. Because the thing that happened in Serpent's Castle is that Sentry, Lord Sentry, told us the syllable, but he also told us about the 4 cities of courage. And so, unfortunately, we don't actually have information on this guy about the area that he's serving and the principle that he is serving. So we don't know which 4 cities he is sort of guiding in that specific way. Maybe if we ask city, town? Okay, well, that is very underwhelming and a bit of a problem, because I was hoping against hope that he would actually tell me what the other cities are. So we know that there's a Lord Terence. I don't know where Lord Terence is. Let's just start from Lyceum and see if we... It's not Castle Britain, it's not Britain, it won't be you. Yeah, there's no one in you. It won't be Monarch. Uh-huh. It won't be Trinsic. These are all towns. So I don't think that we're going to run into any lords in any of them. We know that Lord Robert and Lady Donna don't give us anything interesting out of Jalam. Scarborough. Okay, and then we know that Magencia is sort of a dead end for this. Sure. Okay, yeah, I was correct. And the other place that it might be is Empath Abbey. Yeah, there's Lord Robert and Lady Marcy. It might be them. So I guess we follow up on this. This is Empath Abbey. Empath Abbey is kind of far away. I'm just gonna bail us out of here. Bye. Oh, we need to talk to Father Antos. Where are they? Name? Bye. This Father Antos is here somewhere. Nigel. I was pretty sure. Hold on. This is the Lyceum. Is Father Antos actually here? Yes, there are. Okay. because we need to ask Father Antos about the book. Open. Oh, sure. Name? Astro. Lord Terrence. Word? Okay. There's Father Antos. Okay, so we know that the only thing that we have to ask is the book. Seek ye the book of truth where other books lie. Oh, interesting. So, Father Antos says, insert rows below. Book. Seek ye the book where other books lie. The book of truth. Seek ye the book of truth. Of truth. Where other books lie. Okay, so that suggests that we need to specifically ask about the book of truth from those two guys in the little area due to the left of us. So having it unlocked is actually helpful. I'm gonna actually file this. I don't think we need to rewrite Father Antos's name. Where's connections? Here. So where is Father Antos? Yes. Okay, so he is in the Lyceum? I think that's where we are. Oh no. Hold on. 5? I think we're in Lyceum. Oh no, actually this is not a good idea. To welcome me. Welcome? Yes, okay. Woof. 4. Yeah, know ye how many cities follow the principle of truth? Yes. 4. Dungeon and all, okay. Oh, you know what? This would actually be helpful if we could figure out what truth is. We could kind of work out what, love is? Sorry, compassion is. No. Oh my god, courage or whatever it is. So this is the Lyceum. That's what I wanted. And then when we asked him about book, he said, seek ye the book where, oh, the truth where others books just lie. I need to lock this out of here. Okay, sure. Let me yoink this up in the spreadsheet. Oh boy, I'm just making nonsense now. Okay, we spoke to a lord. It was Lord Frazier. Okay, so I didn't actually add this to Robert Frazier's lists of responses. So I'm gonna super quickly not forget to do this. Lyceum. Robert Frazier, were you? There. Okay. Because if I don't do it now, I will forget. There we go. Actually do that here. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, very good. So, there are a couple of ways that we could probably go about this. I think that this guy over here, if we just open this up and we talk to this guy here, name, job, Astro Research. Oh no, sorry, it's this guy here. Lord Terrence, name, and then we go job. He says, I'm librarian. And if we say librarian, he says, herein lies is the largest store of knowledge in Britannia, except for the Codex. Art thou looking for a particular book? We are, yes. We're looking for the Book of Truth. I should actually fill this in. This is Lord Terrence. Art thou looking for a book? We didn't know what the book was that we were looking for. We said yes here, we're looking for the Book of Truth. So maybe he gives us a response for this. Look under T. Well, let me tell you, friend, we tried that before. Why? We tried looking under T. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. I wonder if this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and we missed that before because we were like, oh, all we have to do is be in a dead center, and that's not right. So it's probably, if this guy will ever go away, please, please, please go away. Thank you. It's probably it's maybe here. Search, search, search. Oh, huh? We did search there. Because I remember actually that we... Oh, you know what? Maybe he means look. Because there is actually a key for looking. Maybe he literally means look. Because there is actually a key for. We've just never done it. Oh, there isn't actually. I thought there was. Maybe we should say use. Shelf. Not a usable item. Use. Oh, okay. How did we get, when we were looking at... Oh, I think we were using a search. Maybe if I talk to the shelf, we'll get something out of that. No? Huh. Okay. I'm gonna do a very terrible thing. Yeah. Okay. I'm correct. Because... the Book of Truth is found in the Lyceum by searching the library's T section. So, if this is the T section here, let's pretend that it is. I mean, it's possible, I guess, that... Let's just do this like we're starting from scratch. This is A, B, C, D, E, F. G, D, F. See, this is where it breaks down, because this is always the center, D, F. This should be G, H, I, and then J, K, L. But now it's busy kind of falling apart. So maybe, maybe it's less literal than that. Or, I don't know, maybe we're missing something in the library. Let me just have a look-see. I don't think so, actually. Because I don't see anything in the end. This guy better get out of the way. Please get out of the way. Go, I believe in you. You can do it. I don't see anything hidden in here. Get out of the way. No, I don't see anything hidden in here. Maybe there's a hidden bit of library here. Nope. And I don't think that the library extends to the right-hand side. Like, as in, if we go out here, I don't think that the library extends to here. Because this is just the Lord and Lady room here, and this is that. So I'm missing something very fundamental about the library. Let's just see if there isn't another hidden spot. I'm gonna say there isn't actually, but I'm just gonna fine tooth comb this nonsense. You know what we could do? We could spend a gem. Oh, no. Actually, that's... because this over here is not the library. This is the telescope. So, yeah. I don't understand what we're doing here. Let's search. No, okay. Maybe what I just need to do... Sorry, I'm dumb. Somewhere we picked up the book. I don't know where. I don't know how that happened. I thought, you know what? Something weird is going on here. Maybe I'll just check my inventory again. And lo, for look, we have the book. I couldn't tell you how that happened. Okay, cool. So, let's get out of here. I feel stupid. Hold on. Now, wait a second. This guy in Elysium, the greeter, told us that knowing how many cities follow the principle of truth, he said no, travel and learn. We learned that it was 4, and so it says the dungeon altar rooms need 4 stones each. And so I think that if I just look here, we might find... we might find the 4 cities. I don't think so though. Yeah, okay, so the rest of that is sort of a bust. There's one last thing I want to do before we start messing with the spreadsheet, which is I want to check connections. We need to find Lord Terrence. So we are in the Lyceum now, because that was where Robert and Beth Frazier were. So we need to find Lord Terrence. And I'm just gonna have a look-see very quickly if I can find them in the spreadsheet, because that will tell us exactly where we need to go. Lord Terrence. I say that. Really what I should be doing is following up every time we see a lord or a lady. And that was what we were initially doing. And I shouldn't just bail on that plan. Because we might actually miss out on someone. We know that Magencia doesn't have anything happening in it. Yeah, okay, cool. And we were thinking that it might be an Empath Abbey. There's Lord Robert and Lady Marcy, so maybe we should just follow up on them first. Because that's easy enough to do. Empath Abbey is just, if we get out of here and we go in the boat, Empath Abbey is to our left. And due north, because that was the Lyceum. And we want to end up on the mainland again. So this is the mainland. And if we go left of here, we'll end up right back at the southern tip of where Castle Britain is, which is 100% where we want to be. And we're just gonna leave the boat here because it's like a bit easier. I'm not gonna say it's a whole lot easier, but it's a bit easier to walk up to Empath Abbey from where we are. That is to say, if I like remember where it is, because I always get this very confused. Yeah, okay, I know where we're going. It's fine. I still like how, and I said this many moons ago while we were playing this, I like how this is a little tiny open world, and you get to know it fairly well. So like, there comes a point where, oh, I need to ready my stuff. I don't actually want to kill this thing, because it is good. Ready my wand. And because it's a tiny open world, it's easy for you to get to know it well enough that on an all spot we need to go here, that you can sort of figure out where all the places are eventually. So here, talk. Lord Robert, word. I know but one of the 3 syllables. Great, I'm glad. Empath Abbey, where you, Lord Robert? I want a row above. And this is word. I know but one of the 3 syllables. Dost thou know, we should know now. Dost thou wish to know it now? Yes, please. Yes. It is ammo. Seeking now the other parts. It is ammo. That should have ended in a full stop, but anyway, it didn't, so here we are. Seeking now the other parts. We can probably assemble this word now, since we have all the pieces of it. And because it doesn't seem like it's that difficult a word to put together and to form into like something that's useful. But it worries me that he's not telling us what cities he is in charge of. Does Lady Marcy tell us? She tells us that they are love. Okay, so we kind of know where the castles are, but I don't think it's like not possible. If so, let's say. Let me show you what I'm thinking, because it might make a little more sense if you see it. We're in Empath Abbey, which is here, right? If you drew, let's say, I'm just gonna draw a very smeary bad line on this map, and I'm gonna immediately like erase it. But let's say you drew a line. I'm gonna draw it super thick so it's possible to see. Give me a line, and we're just gonna make it like 10. 10 is fine. If you draw a line between Empath Abbey and you go like, this is one of the places that they serve, and then you say, what's near here? There actually isn't anything. You could make like the extended argument that the other place that they serve, which is very far away, is Scarra Brae, and you could make the argument and say that the other two places that they serve are Castle Britain, which is here. You could kind of casually draw a line to Castle Britain and Britain, and you could say, oh, okay, cool, those are the 4 places that they serve, and so that must make up the ambit of love. That must make up the cities that they rule that deal in love. And so you could tie the virtues of each place together. Forget for a minute that Castle Britain doesn't actually have a virtue. Britain does, but Castle Britain does not. Forget for a minute that you can't do that. But you could then say, oh, okay, cool. This is what I'm looking for when I'm trying to work out what virtues each of these serve, and because of that I can tie those to the principle of love, right? We don't have that. We have that information for love, but we cannot do it with any of the other cities, which is why I think that doing it this way is sort of dead-endian. It just isn't leading anywhere in a correct direction. Okay. I don't actually know what to do now. Like, I mean, I know what to do. We need to start messing with the spreadsheet so we can get all of the connections in a line. But I'm not getting enough information about the principles to form a straight opinion about how we should be tackling the final drawing. So what I think that we should do with the remaining hour here, starting in the next hour, is we should just start sorting out the connection spreadsheet. For right now though, because I'm in Empath Abbey, and because, actually, you know what I need to do? I need to take this line and stick it into the connection spreadsheet. And then we can actually close it off. It's done. It's not actually Lord Terrence. It was Lord Robert, I think. Name? Yeah, Lord Robert. And he was an empath Abbey. And now we can just lop this off. So, format the cells. We need a strike through, sure, because this is done. So the 3 parts of the word, actually, this is a thing that we can do. I don't know where we put this. I'm going to just grab these 3 lines. I'll show you what I'm doing, because I guess it makes sense to show you what I'm doing in this specific case. Okay. Let me show you the spreadsheet. So, oh, I don't want to do that. We know that we've got ver, we've got core, and we've got ammo. And those are the 3 words that we have. So, I don't see... If this spells out a non-weird word, I don't see what the word is just immediately. Like, it could be... it could be core ammo over. That seems a little strange, but that's kind of what we want to do. We want to... Okay, so let's start with ammo, because ammo is alphabetically first, yeah, and then we say core, and we say ver. This doesn't look like a word to me. It says ammo core. We could have ammo ver core, and that would solve for those 2, right? Ammo ver core doesn't seem like a word either. Then we could have core, and then ammo and ver. And again, this doesn't seem like a word. It's core ammo ver. Core ver and an ammo. And this is even weirder. It's like core ver ammo. So I don't know. This seems like a wild goose chase, but we'll follow it down all the way. Ver and then ammo core, and we got ver core ammo. I don't think I'm missing any pairs like this. I don't think I am. Because I think there really are only 6 ways you can write this. But there again, it's ver core ammo. And none of this makes sense as a word. Like, the other way to slice this is to say maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe the words are... maybe it's not 1 word. Maybe it's 2 words. So, like, one way of thinking about it might be... 1 word might be ver and then vocal. But again, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, you could have and then core, but again, that doesn't make sense. Or you could have a move and then core. You could do something like that, but again, that doesn't make sense. Okay, well, The good news is, me doodling around like this got us the 10-minute break, thank God. So, because I was terrified of just doodling around like this all hour long. At the beginning of the next hour, what we're going to do is we're going to take the spreadsheet over here, the connection spreadsheet, and we're going to reorganize it so we see the end point of each connection, so that we are looking at going around. Like at the moment, if you look at the end point here, this one's Vesper here. Oh, sorry. This one's Vesper here, and this one's Trinsic. And so it makes no sense to go from Vesper all the way to Trinsic to follow up on this, right? It's a little bit like saner if we have all the Vesper things together at the end, and then we look at Vesper all in one big go, or the Trinsic things, and we look at Trinsic all in one go. So I'm going to make another spreadsheet at the beginning of the next hour, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to start at Moongate, because that's where we started. We're going to work our way around in the order that we encountered each town, and we're going to reorder the spreadsheets so that we're looking at the end points of each line of questioning, and we're going to follow up on those. We'll probably start following up on them tomorrow, but that's the plan. I'm going to save this so that I don't lose it, and I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay, I'm back. I was thinking about it during the 10-minute break. Actually, what I don't think I'm going to do is hijack the stream just so that we can do a spreadsheet thing. What we'll do is we'll start off tomorrow with a spreadsheet thing. What I'm going to do now, to the best of my ability, one of the things that we kept on getting told was that there is information about Mandrake Root and Nightshade in some of the pubs, and we do know how to approach the pub masters now, the drinks sellers, the bartenders. We know how to do that, right? So I think that what it makes sense to do now is to follow up on that, because we can actually complete that, knock that out of the connection spreadsheet. So I'm going to do that. We're going to get into the boat. I'm going to find every barkeep that has a piece of information. We're going to give them a little bit of pocket money. We're going to find out what they know, and we're going to move on. So starting with, I think that there's one. Oh, you know what? I didn't ever note down what the name of the barkeepers are. That's going to be a problem. How are we going to work this out? Let me find one that talks about Nightshade. Let's start with that. Ask the barkeep at the Accident Ale and Vesper about Nightshade. So maybe what I need to do is we just need to find everywhere that it says barkeep. Okay. So barkeep. Ask the barkeep if he knows more. Okay. Okay, so the first one is Vesper, so let's just go to Vesper. The first instance of the word barkeep was Vesper. So let's go to Vesper, because Vesper isn't super far away from where we are. Let's get out of here. Bye. I hope you have a good day. We need to find the other person that we need to find is sort of like Jude, maybe, but I am not going to do that right now. We were walking, right? We weren't actually riding the boat. We gave up on the boat for a minute. Vesper is to our right. Through here. This guy is going to catch up with me eventually, I'm sure. Because we'll eventually end up on this sort of territory. And that will slow us down. There we go. Give me that. This is sort of messy. Oh, I'm poisoned. How gross. Sentinel2112 says, "Hi Lost Wolf, welcome back from intermission." Thank you. I hope you had a good intermission too. You know, I think we need to go down. I think that's the only way to get through here. Yes, it is. I am correct. Hooray! Okay, so I think that if we go south here, maybe? Sentinel2112 says, "How goes Ultima 4? It's going pretty well. I was going to edit the spreadsheet a little bit more, but I'm not going to do that. We are in fact going to just talk to bartenders around the world and get information from them. Oh, I think I immersed Vesper. Did I? I am not sure. This is to my right. Oh wait, hang on. You know what? The easiest way to know is to go upward and then to the north. Because if we run into mountains, well, that's frustrating. He got away. I think he tanked my honor a tiny bit there. The only way to know really is to... Oh, I don't want these guys to touch me. They will steal my gold. Is if there's mountains over here and they are, okay, good. Then I didn't go east enough. To answer your question more specifically, we're sort of at an impasse because I got a word that I haven't been able to untangle because there's a diagram that I need to draw for the end of this game that I'm having a little bit of trouble with. We're not at the end of the game yet, but we're slowly approaching like all the clues that we can possibly have. And that means it's time to start thinking about collecting everyone and going on a mission. So if we talk to this guy, we want ale, we want 5. What would you like to know, friend? And we need to talk to him about Nightshade. Yes, Nightshade. Okay, sure. That subject is a bit foggy. Okay, well yeah, at 99. Of Nightshade, I know but thus. Seek out Virgil, or thou shalt miss. Try intrinsic. He's actually very specific. Wow. He told me, like, exactly where to find Virgil. I wish more people would do this. Of Nightshade. I know but thus. Seek out Virgil. Or thou shalt miss. Try intrinsic. Anything else? No. I'm good. Bye. Get me out of here. So, alright. Let me just fill this in Vesper, because we didn't have this piece of information before. Vesper. Where's the barkeep? Do I have the barkeep on this list? I don't think I do. No, I do not, because I just blithely assumed that the barkeeps were not helpful. We asked about Nightshade. He told us, yeah, okay. There we go. Had to bribe the barkeep. Get this information. Okay. Let's go to Trinsic and let's talk to Vesper. Let's talk to Virgil. Trinsic is easy enough to get to, it's just like all the way to the left. Oh, hang on, did I go too far left? Oh no. What? I may have gone to the left side of the continent. My, like, complete accident. Let me just see where this is. I don't recognize this, actually. Oh yeah, I don't recognize this at all. If I go down south here, where does this land me? Oh, this is a little land bridge, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. I know where we are. It's fine. I need to start thinking about sleeping soon. Because otherwise we're going to die. We're at 271. Which, when we have 700 HP, is a little bit low. So it might be time to just keep it. Sentinel 2112, I hope you're doing well too. Oh, we're poisoned. Oh god, look at this nonsense. Did not realize that, actually. Sure. Let's cure that problem. Okay, so Trinsic should be... I mean, it's still quite a ways away. Because if we go here and then we go down, there's this, and then now we should be at the point where we're almost at Castle Britain. Sentinel 2112 says, I'm doing alright, glad it's a weekend. Yeah, weekend has been good so far, very, very laid back. I'm gonna do some cooking tomorrow, get myself ready for not having to worry about cooking during the week, because I don't really want to do that. So I'm gonna make some chicken packets, where what I do is I put some stuff on the chicken, put the stuff into the oven, and then like forget about it for 20 minutes, and then take it out, and then they're all wrapped up in foil. So the idea is that just like when I need to have some food and I don't actually want to cook, you just take the foil packet of chicken out of the freezer, defrost it, and then serve. Well, I mean, after you've heated it up a little bit. And then add vegetables, and that's kind of the meal. Sentinel 2112 says nice. Yeah, it is. It's pretty good. It's like an easy-ish recipe where there's not much going on with it. It's literally just take a little bit of oil, like spoon it over the chicken, add, because you don't have to cook any of this, the heat of the oven will do it for you. You add whatever you want basically, but I find it easiest just to add onions and carrots and a little bit of mushroom on the top, and then I just let that go in the oven for 20 minutes, and it all should cook up quite okay. And once it's cooked up, you just put it into the freezer and you freeze it, and then when you want one, like for that evening, you just defrost and away you go. Like, you could do other variations on this, like you could put basically anything you wanted inside the packet, just so long as it's not like a sloppy thing. I wouldn't put, for example, because you're literally making a packet of foil, I wouldn't put something like tomato into it, because when that defrosts or when it's done cooking, it might be a bit messy. There we go, Trinsic. Yeah, okay. So we're looking for Virgil. I don't know, I think I've seen Virgil. I just want to add to Virgil's list of responses before we do anything else, so I'm finding him. Virgil. Oh, we did not see Virgil at all. What? Oh, you know what? Virgil might be the barkeep. actually the tap. What'll it be? Ale? Here's a mug of my best. It doesn't. Oh, this is Terran. No, actually, because I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for Virgil. Am I looking for Virgil? Hold on. Let's just check that out. Because he was very specific. Yeah, he said actually specifically Virgil intrinsic. So I don't see Virgil on the list of people intrinsic at all. Name? Publish. There's a bunch of gods here. And we're gonna see if we can track down Virgil. And selecting them. I want to go through as little poison as I can going to this guy. There's Virgil. Okay. Why is Virgil not on this list? What? Are you kidding? Oh. Oh, you know why Virgil's not on this list? Because Virgil told us nonsense. That's why Virgil's not on this list. Virgil. Okay, so his name is Virgil. His job is he creates magical fields. Tell me about your health. Well, tell me about magic and fields. Yeah, there you go. Poison is my favorite. Poison is my favorite. I remember this now. We had him in a list of people to talk to. Well, not people to talk to. We had him in a list of people that we were taking notes for. And then he didn't say anything interesting, and I was like, okay. And then I excised him from the spreadsheet. Tissadine? Not really. We don't use any of these shields at all. Like, if you could do this, if you could do what he has, in other words, you could build a wall around you, I think I'd be more inclined to use the fields more. But the way that the fields work is you drop a field just north or east or south or west of you, and it's just there. It's just a one square. So if the people who you're fighting against happen to blunder into that one square, great. But they're probably going to avoid it. So not really helpful, and that's why we don't use fields. They are pointless. We will say yes, because we want to make him happy. Which is a bad way to approach this game, by the way. Don't do this. Bravo! Anyway, so we need to ask him about Nightshade. This is as much information as we've ever gotten about Nightshade. So, Nightshade may be found only near Lat JF Long CO, only in the darkest of nights. So I was ready for this to happen, the second half of the sentence, because this is one of the... Remember when I told you at the very beginning when we started this game some 50 hours ago, it's impossible to not run into information about this game because the internet regards it so highly. And one of the pieces of information that I have stumbled across when I've been reading about this game is that I do know that you have to only pick Nightshade at the new moons, so the darkest of nights. And that's just a thing that I knew. It's also, not ironically, a thing that we've encountered sort of in Quest for Glory 1, because you can only pull Nightshade at midnight on whichever day you get the quest to go and do that. So, you know, this is a myth that's been built up around nightshade. How you get it is you pull it at the fullest of moons and all that sort of stuff. Because nightshade prototypically is used as a device in stories where someone is perpetrating wild evil and they need an ingredient. Nightshade's just the thing that they use because nightshade sounds scary. And so I don't know if what he's saying here is true in the sense that there is only one spot to get nightshade, but we will go and check that out because we do need nightshade. But if it's going to necessitate waiting for 99 of these nights, like, you know, for the timer to go, I don't know how much nightshade we're really going to invest in. So, okay. He says nightshade may be found only near that. And notice he's not giving us a specific coordinate. He's saying it's near lat CO and on and latitude JF and long CO. So lat JF and long CO. Only on the darkest of nights. Thank you, friend. That's very kind. Alright, so there isn't anything else he's saying here that is helpful. Yeah. Oh, I was trying to ask him about nights to figure out what he meant further about, you know, the darkest of nights. But I'm an idiot. This game only accepts the first 4 letters of any sentence. So it read NIGH as nightshade. Ah, perfect. Okay, sure, let's get out of here. Let's add this to our connection spreadsheet because this is now complete. We don't have to worry about this anymore. It is done. Connections. Virgil was intrinsic. Virgil. We asked about nightshade, and then he told us this whole long string here. And we can actually just cordon this off. It's done. Okay, let's find another barkeep that we can talk to. So, we were doing barkeep. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought there was another barkeep thing about, I thought that there was another barkeep thing about Mandrake Root, but I don't see it here. Let's just go Mandrake. Oh, ask at the Folly Tavern of Mandrake. Okay, so where's the Folly Tavern? I think that the Folly Tavern is in Vesper. I'm gonna actually look it up because I don't want to go there on a whim. The Folly Tavern was entirely wrong. It's the other town that we didn't go to right at the beginning. It's in Pause. And Pause isn't super far away from where we are right now. Pause is just around the corner almost literally. Yeah, because if we just go up north, we will encounter Pause. So let's do that real quickly. It's right here, we may as well. See, this is what I mean. This guy over here, like, blew a couple of spell points on making a fire field. And look at it, it's just so out of the way. And you can only do one at a time. So it's kind of silly. And that is why we just haven't ever done that. Anyway, so the Folly Tavern is here. There we go, Folly Tavern. So if we talk to this guy, we want ale, we want 5. What would you like to know? We'd like to know about Mandrake Root. I didn't take down this guy's name. Oops. That's a bit silly. He's in pause, and here's the barkeep. Okay, so we asked about Mandrake Root, and we bribed to get this information. Okay, Mandrake Root. It is a bit foggy, I'm sure. Yeah, have some 99 gold. Greg and Rob says, oh, okay. Greg and Rob says, the last person I knew that had any mandrake, was an old alchemist named Calumny. Was an old alchemist named Calumny. Okay, we know what Calumny is. Let's just pull this into our spreadsheet. They're in pause. Let's hopefully not forget that that is where they are. Let's pause. Greg and Rob. This is the barkeep in pause. We need to add a line here because we need to find Calumny. Where is Calumny? Calumny is in Vesper. Oh, good gravy. We need to go all the way back around the whole thing again. He is in Vesper. We need to ask him about Mandrake Root. Oh, hang on. I'll add that back in. Hang on. I was dumb. Pause. I forgot to grab this. And there we go. We don't know what they're going to say. So let's get out of here. No. Calumny is a bit of a ways away. I'm gonna take the horse. Not because it's fast or anything, but just so that we can move the horse from where we are. See, this feels like forward motion of a sense. It's not actually solving any of the game's intrinsic problems, because just having access to Nightshade or Mandrake Root, I don't think gives us any particular spells that we care about, other than maybe the gate spell. But I guess it is crossing things off on the spreadsheet, so... Oh lordy. Oh. I keep forgetting that you can't rest when you're on the horse. You have to actually get off the horse. You can't, like, sit upright and catch, like, a sleep. On the horse. Go. Vesper is just, it's all the way to the right. Oh lordy. Let's not get poisoned. See, that 99 that we just gave away, we've got it back already. So that's why I'm not too worried about this game and money. Because money is just, it's unlike Ultima 3. Ultima 3 really cared about the amount of money that you had on you at any given time. Because in Ultima 3 the only way to get ahead was to have a lot of money. Because you'd want to raise your stats that way. In this game that's just not a problem. There will be a point where we will need a lot of money because we'll have to outfit our friends when we get them. But until then, like, money is just not a problem. Oh, this is maybe bad. Oh, it didn't turn out to be too bad. I don't think that's not the right way to go. I keep getting confused by this mountain here. Because I keep thinking that I can go north and get around it. And I'm forever wrong. Because that's not how this mountain works. That's right, I need to go north. I am gonna, after this fight, exit the horse. And then we're going to, well, climb off the horse, not exit the horse. Otherwise we'd be doing a Ace Ventura thing with the silly rhino or whatever it was. But I'm gonna get us to sleep for a minute. Yeah, because we went from 416 or whatever it was to 266, and that's a fair chunk downward of our health. We also need to start maybe thinking about buying food again. I can't handle how, in contrast with Ultima, like 1 and 2 and 3, because this game's been patched. Oh, we've never seen these before. Oh lordy, what is this? That's a phantom, okay. Because of the way this game has been patched, and because it's slowed the CPU cycles, or it's done something to the CPU cycles, I don't want to say it specifically slowed them down. But because it has, we bought food once, and we've never had to worry about food ever again. And I wish every Ultima were like this, where you just never have to worry about food. But alas, that is not the case. Okay, so we're looking for calumny. Actually, hold on a second. Let me drop the horse off. I think calumny was... No, wait a second, that can't be right. Because this guy said, you've got to find calumny. This is the guy that says, oh, did I just? Oh, no. Whoops. I followed Flatbush, and Flatbush told me about calumny, and he said, you need to find him in you, and so we shouldn't actually be here at all. What a real wild goose chase that was. Anyway, let's get on my trusty steed and run. We can make it there before the end of the stream, I swear it. I always knew when we started this game that there was going to be a lot of this, like running back and forth. I just wasn't prepared for how much. There is an inordinate amount of running back and forth in this game. I think one thing that I'm grateful of, we tried, I don't know if you remember this, we tried playing Shard of Spring, and I was seriously going to play that game from end to end, but that game had a slightly more involved combat system than this does, and I'm so grateful this game doesn't have that involved in combat system, because that would make the whole game like existentially worse. It would just be, it's already a long game as is, especially if it's your first time playing it. But if it were saddled with like a tactical combat system, I think that might make me just scream. And the thing is that some of the very early SSI games, we're never going to play them because they're very heavy on so SSI started off life as strategic software simulations, and no, that's not correct. It's strategic software and then something else, maybe international. I don't remember. But they started off as a company that did like very super heavy war games. That's what they were doing initially. And then they thought, oh well, there's money to be made in making RPGs. And that was why they branched out. They made Shard of Spring, and they made Wizard's Crown, and they made all these very early, very crunchy RPGs that the stats all matter, and it's very difficult to raise them, and every fight is tactical death or die. And those games just, they feel like they last forever. Because once you start being involved in an SSI game from that era, you're mostly playing it because of the combat. You're not playing it because of the story. The stories are very, very like kind of, I think we need to be up here. I think you somewhere in here. Uh-oh. Where's you? You should be here. It's so easy. There we go. It's so easy to find you if you are like coming there by Moongate. I think Calumny is standing around somewhere. I think he's up here. Yes, that's correct. Sorry, I was thinking another thought. I just broke that other thought midway through. We were talking about this idea that the SSI games are really just very strategic, and so what that ultimately means is that the combat is very heavy going, and when you're playing an SSI game from that era, you're not actually playing it for the plot. The plots are very like, here's a 2-line explanation of why you're playing the game, and that's the plot. And so I'm so grateful this game doesn't have a combat system like this, because otherwise, I mean, it's already a 60-hour game, right? Fundamentally a 60-hour game, because it might be more in our case, because we're taking the very scenic route to finishing it off. Because I just don't know enough about it, so it's taking us a while to get through it. But because those games are like that, playing them is just, if you're not ready for it and you're not patient, it's torture to go through them. So this should be Calumny. Okay, so Calumny. Okay, so he isn't actually in Vesper, he is in you. We're going to ask him about Mandrake. Mandrake root is found only in the fens. Only in the fens of the dead. Of the dead. And in the bloody plains. Where the ground is always damp. I guess what that means is that when we get to those places, we need to search. And I think that what that will do is it will give us, like, it will roll a dice, I'm sure. And if the dice roll turns up, you'll find Mandrake Root. And if you don't roll the dice in the correct order or whatever, you just don't get Mandrake Root. Okay. Cool. We can actually put this to bed now because this is done. I just want to note about Mandrake Root in the U spreadsheet so we have it. You calumny, where you? There you are. The friends are dead on the bloody plains. Actually, no, we'll solve that problem tomorrow. I'll look it up. We'll do the spreadsheet first, and then we'll look it up, and then we'll maybe fire up the game. I don't think it's going to take super long to rearrange the spreadsheet, because literally all we're doing is we're taking stuff that's already in the spreadsheet and reorganizing it, so it shouldn't actually take that long. I'm going to try a very dumb thing. Well, no, I don't even think I'm going to do that, because I don't think it's going to work. I was going to try and reorder the... spreadsheet by the first column, which is always the city name, in alphabetic order, but that's terrible because it won't give us what we want. Alright, let me show you on a lop off calumny. I don't think we need calumny anymore. That might be wrong, but sure. Calumny is done. Let's go to the connection spreadsheet and then knock off calumny there too. Yeah, okay, sure. Alright, so most of today has just been in this connections by the spreadsheet. And what we've been doing is we've been closing off things that we know that we can do at, like, barkeeps, and we've been talking to lords, and we got the Book of Truth. So if we look at this, for example, we got this done because this is just stuff about Nightshade, right? We did this here, which is all the bits of the word, and we completed this, so this has been knocked off. We have not done that. We haven't done this. So you can see there's still open stuff here that we need to deal with, but that's fine. This is not correct, actually, because we've already got the candle. If you look at our inventory, so this is not correct. I made an assumption about where to find the candle. It's just not true. Bye. We've got the bell book. Oh, we don't have a candle. Oh, okay, we need to go and do that. Sorry, I was wrong. I thought that we had the candle, but we do not yet. But yeah, so today was just about clearing out this stuff over here. So tomorrow, what I want to do, because there's little stuff here that is undone, because we need to work through this a little bit at a time. Like this here, the candle love to enter the abyss. Does not know where to find it? No. Meditate on love at our shrine. We tried this. it didn't work. I'm still not sure what's going on here specifically. But we got this done here. Yeah, we got this, so we can knock that off. But yeah, there's still stuff to go. Yeah. Alright. That is it. I will see you tomorrow. One thing we haven't found in the spreadsheet is we haven't found Jude. Like it says here to find Jude, and we need to find a Scholar Mundane. And we haven't ever followed up on this. But yeah, so there's still stuff to do. Alright. Let's quit. Oh, I'm immediately in a fight. Hang on a second. Let's quit. And then bail on a spreadsheet. And go over here. So tomorrow's first job is we're going to fix the connection spreadsheet. And then once we fix the connection spreadsheet, we're going to start following up on connections that we know are open and that we think that we can close. Like, I'm fairly sure that if we spent the time to just look and see if we could figure out where all the beggars were, we could probably find Jude, for example. I don't think that's going to be too difficult, but yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's been pretty laid back. I keep reiterating this, and I mean it. I think that this is just like an Ultima holiday. I think that the game is a little overlong. I do worry about that. Like, we still haven't done anything terrifically major to solve the main quests of the game, because a lot of it is just research, for the most part. You know, walking from place to place, talking to people about various different things. And while I think that's cool, I worry that it's not a great design. I still, and I maintained this 20 hours ago, I'm going to keep on hammering this home. I think that Ultima 3's design is a little bit tighter and a little bit cleaner than this game's design is. Because there's, like, just several too many loose ends. And you have to keep following them up and visiting the towns. And I think that if I were less a man, and I didn't have the patience I had, we would have quit this game a long time ago. But yeah. Alright, that is it. I'll see you tomorrow, as I say. Same time, same place. And we'll just carry on tracking. Have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, and good night. Sentinel 2112, sorry, Great British Gamer says have a good evening, Lost Wolf. Thank you, you too. And Sentinel 2112 says, thank you for the stream, Lost Wolf. Take care, you as well.